Everyone, it's 4:01 p.m. on the East Coast on October 27th, 2022. Let's talk stocks. There's a lot to talk about. My favorite video of the day, always. Interesting day on the market. One thing that I do here in this Google Sheet, this is a Google Sheet with a bunch of Google Finance formulas that are querying the current price of the stock and doing some different formulas on it. And we get a nice look at kind of a top 10 stocks of the day by color, look at how much they were traded, what their market cap is, volume, changes. A lot of things can be shown here. So the top 10 stocks that I would say to purchase today, we have the list of them. This is long calls only on these stocks. These are stocks that I like. Tesla, always say Tesla, slight day up. Moderna continues their rise. I've talked about Moderna in other videos. Align Technology takes a huge dive today. So this is dental products, advanced dental care. What happened is they released their earnings today, and they were worse than expected. I think they might have lowered guidance as well. I think what you're seeing here is you're seeing that during COVID times, there's actually a lot of work with dental care once 2020 kind of ran its course and everyone then wanted to go back to the dentist because remember there was crazy protocols and stuff back during COVID. So I think a lot of people got dental work done and found the time, found the money to do this over the last year. So I think they're just seeing kind of almost like a cyclical drop essentially from the demand they had. They're still extremely profitable company. And I am going to lower their target price after this drastic drop today. However, I'm still going to put it at 200 and they're still a good deal. They're extremely profitable company, and they've opened up areas. I just saw they opened up a facility in Wrocław, Poland, a city I've been to in Poland. They're all over the place, and people. There are a lot of global citizens that want to fix their teeth. Here in America, a lot of people get dental care more frequently and spend more money on it than in other countries. They are solid technology, so they're still good, even though they had an awful day today. Canadian Solar keeps going up after that drop from last week. Predictable. I think they'll continue on. Bog Borg Warner. Borg Warner. I found this company yesterday when I was browsing through all the companies. And I was super interested in this as I read more about them. Supplier of auto, including electric powertrains and components. Their revenue has jumped recently, pretty significantly, kind of like quarter over quarter, and they're going to be in demand. This is one of those sneaky little companies that's providing things for an ever expanding market of electric vehicles. So when I found them, this says long call. They're also relatively inexpensive. So an option on them is not going to cost you very much. So this is one that I like for a long call for the next quarter or 6 months. I think it's a very, very good play right there. Amazon, Alphabet still going down. Sherwin-Williams up a little bit. Massimo's still down. Domino's makes a rise. Talked about Domino's. Domino's is coming. I'm not moving that 350 strike price. You'll see them probably approach 400 actually by like the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is kind of like where they top out, and everyone realizes that the massive orders from the Super Bowl are over, and then you start to get into springtime almost. But yeah, you can probably see them continue to go up. So those are the big 10 companies that I had here on the list. Well, let's talk about what went up the most today. Did we have anything? Enphase Energy, solar microconverters, up 5.5%. I don't know why I have their price at 250. What have they done in the last? When did I update that last? On the 20th. So it's been a week. What did Enphase do this week? Did I miss this? Yeah, they spiked up yesterday. Whoa. I think we missed something yesterday. Over the last 2 weeks, let's see what Enphase Energy did. I think the world caught up to my notes. That'll happen. I'm always ahead of the game. So yes, yeah, they just exploded. I did not check news on them, but I had them at 250. I think they were below 250 when I did that. So we need to revisit this, and I will revisit this later today to figure out what's going on there. Need to revisit. Great week. Need to review. I think it's just exactly what I said. It's just solar converters. Like that's the way to go. I did a whole video about that. So that's interesting. And I'll remove their strike price for now, and I'll figure out what to do with them. Aero Environment, Travel Centers of America, TA. I remember when TA was down at like $8 a share, like $10 a share. Well, back when COVID happened, and then they blew up, and they like reinvested, or somebody bought back, or something happened, and they're like 6 times the value they were 2 years ago. Boeing, yeah, problem is they're not profitable. Sometimes for some reason they're up today, but they're just too big, and they just don't show real profits enough. Just get too much overhead. All right, so let's talk about companies that did not do well today, because this is more of a fun discussion video. Well, right here at the top of the list, big old fat Zucker book right there. They are now below 100 a share. I have the word put here because I say that that's a company that had a lot of room to drop, just to kind of let you know financially what one put would have paid on Facebook. I, of course, did not have one this week. I got a Roblox put I'm losing money on. I didn't take a put on Facebook with their earnings week here. Boy, was that a mistake. I hope some of you listened to me. Basically, if you look at them for the last 180 days, they dropped $31 basically after market yesterday to open up today and be down $30. That is $3,100 in intrinsic option value. You could have had a put on them at like $127 a share, 120 even. It would cost you like less than $100, a short-term put. And if you played that right, thousands and thousands of dollars, it's like 20 or 30 to 1. That's the kind of thing that can happen. It happened with Facebook last year, earlier this year, when they dropped $100 a share in a day. That was $10,000 in intrinsic option value. So just something that clearly we saw coming, and I like to see them go down because I don't think they should be a functional company. I don't think they're good for the world. So boom, just wow. I mean, even more so than I expected. But there's another thing of what's going on in the market is when companies are dropping, you can just feel this overwhelming apprehension. And so whenever there's bad news on anybody, like there was on Align today and on Facebook, man, like it is just piling on, sell, 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 sell. People do not want to get stuck with a stock right now that does not have good news. And so that overreaction still makes me think that yet, yes, that apprehension is still permeable, and no, it's not the right word. It's prominent essentially in the decisions that are being made in the market. So I would certainly beware of lots of long calls, and we still need to look for other puts. Let's look and see what other puts did we have and how did they do. Roblox, of course, is up because it's the only one I own to put on right now. Schroeder is up a little bit. DraftKings even went up a little bit, 1462, but they're also so low. But Facebook is the huge winner. And if you had to put on every one of these companies that I said, you made a fortune today. So there's that. And I don't think there was too much else I wanted to talk about. Certainly just still, this is a period where you're going to find yourself seeing exceptionally abnormally high profits when your puts get converted on, when a company does drop because they're dropping more than normal. Whereas when they're going up, you can see they're going up much more moderately. And like there's still a lot of value here in Domino's. Like this one, I mean, even COVID doesn't stop Domino's. I think COVID helps Domino's. Like there's just so many reasons why Domino's is a great company, and the innovation factor on top of it. I will review. I'm not going to change this price because you're talking about the next few weeks or months. 350 is okay, but they're going to hit there and they're going to go past it unless there's a massive, drastic global problem that lowers the market everywhere. So when it comes to long calls, that's why I say I want to put them higher, because for example, they're a better pick than Align right now because of Align just coming off of bad news. So even though in the long run Align will be okay, Domino's should be above them. Canadian Solar, Moderna. This is a pretty good order right here. And Borg Warner, I'll make them 42. Oops, what's going on here? I'll make them 42 just simply because I want to bring them up above a line. And this company, I'd not heard of them before. And after seeing what they do, I don't see how the demand just gets reduced for a company like this. And it's shown that they can be profitable as well. So that looks pretty good. All right, guys, that is the stock market and stock Google Sheet update for the day for Thursday. Good luck, everybody. May all your trades be winning. I hope you profited off of some of Zuckerberg's loss. Time for us to get that money back from Zuckerberg. He's hanging out in Hawaii, just covering himself with suntan lotion and surfing on automatic surfboards. It's time for us to get some of that money back, and that's the only way you can do it is by buying puts on them in the stock market. All right. So good luck, everybody. Now your trades be winning.